Good morning, friends. My name is Miss Bridget, and welcome to Preschool Storytime, right here on the Speckled Public Library YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now, before we get started, let's warm our hands up to sing Hello, Friends. We'll sing it 3 times fast. Here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Let's go a little bit faster. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. All right, we can go a little bit faster. Here we go on the count of 1, 2, 3. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello, friends. Well, now that I've said hello to you and you've said hello to me, how about we get started with a story? Our first book today is 999 Frogs Wake Up. You might remember last week we read 999 Tadpoles. Now we're reading 999 Frogs Wake Up. This book is by Ken Kimura, and I would like to thank North South for their permission to read it to you today. 999 Frogs Wake Up. Spring had arrived. Mother Frog was the first to wake up. She called to her froglets, "Wake up, it's spring, wake up everyone." One froglet after the other poked its head out of the ground. Pop, pop, pop. There were 999 brothers and sisters. 1, 2, 3, Mother Frog counted, but no matter how many times she counted, she could only find 998 froglets. "That's strange," she said. Then suddenly the sound of snoring caught her ear. Where could that be coming from? "It's your big brother," called Mother Frog. "He's still asleep." "What a sleepy head," the froglet said with a giggle. Mother Frog called out to Big Brother, "Wake up, sleepyhead." Ooh. Big Brother finally woke up. "Good morning, Big Brother," said Mother Frog and the froglets. "Oh, hi. Good morning," said Big Brother, still a little sleepy and so much bigger than all of his brothers and sisters. Just then they heard snoring again. "Shh! Who is that?" they cried. "Someone is still sleeping." "I'll wake him up," said Big Brother. "Hey, sleepyhead, it's time to wake up." What happened?" said a low voice. Then suddenly an old turtle popped his head out of the ground and asked, "Did I miss spring again?" "No, the cherry trees are just blossoming," said the froglets. The old turtle looked up at the blossoming cherry tree and said, "Oh, it's so beautiful. I always oversleep and miss seeing the flowers, but this year I am awake on time. Thank you." Big Brother was happy to hear the turtle's words. Just then the frog said, "Over here, it's another sleepyhead." "Who could that be?" said Big Brother. He lifted the stone and saw a lizard sleeping soundly. "What a sleepy lizard! Wake up, it's springtime now." The lizard woke up and climbed onto the stone. "Oh, I feel the warmth on my stomach. Surely spring has arrived," she said dreamily, closing her eyes. The 999 brothers and sisters closed their eyes for a moment as well. Then Big Brother said, "I have an idea. Let's find more sleepyheads." "Yes, let's go looking," said the younger brothers and sisters. "Over here, Big Brother. There are lots of sleepyheads under the leaves," called the froglets. Big Brother lifted the leaves and saw ladybugs sleeping all together. "Well, that's a lot of sleepyheads," he said. "Wake up, spring is here," they called in chorus. The ladybugs began to wiggle and wake up. "Spring is here, I'm hungry. Let's have the flowers blossom yet. The aphids in the flowering fields are delicious. Let's go and see." The ladybugs flew away in search for flowers. The 999 brothers and sisters kept looking, calling, "Sleepyheads, where are you?" Suddenly they heard a loud snoring. "Shh! Phew! dear, the sleepyhead must be in this hole, said Big Brother. Wake up, sleepyhead, he called. But the sleepyhead would not wake up and kept snoring. Shh, shh. This is a very tired sleepyhead, said the Big Brother. Then he climbed into the hole and pulled him out, saying, You must wake up now. But the sleepyhead kept sleeping. Shh. Big Brother was getting upset. Let's pull him out of this hole. Yeah, shouted the froglets. They all helped their Big Brother pull. Heave ho, they cried. And pop! It's a big snake, said the 999 brothers and sisters. Mother Frog heard the cry of her froglets, and she saw them standing perfectly still in front of the sleepy snake. Big Brother trembled, remembering how a snake had chased them last year. Soon the snake woke up and said, Is it time for a nice meal? Not yet. You can sleep some more. We'll wake you when breakfast is ready, Mother said as gently as if she were soothing a baby. I wonder if it worked. Then the snake coiled up and went back to sleep. Shh, shh, psst, let me take him. You woke me in time for spring. As a thank you, I will take the snake deep into the woods, the old turtle whispered, and walked away carrying the snake on his back. Slowly, very slowly. That was close. What a relief, said the 999 brothers and sisters, jumping for joy again and again. Okay, everyone, make a line, Mother Frog said. I want to be sure that everyone is safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh, don't move. But no matter how many times she counted, she could only count 998 froglets. Big Brother was missing. But Big Brother was just taking a nap. Shh, shh. It had been a very busy morning. And that is the end of 999 Frogs Wake Up. Well, since we read a story about a frog, or I should say 999 young frogs, we're gonna sing a song about 5 little speckled frogs. So, can you each hold up 5 little fingers? We'll pretend those are 5 little frogs, and make a nice log for them. Here's their log. Okay, this is 5 green and speckled frogs. Here we go. 5 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 green speckled frogs. Yum, yum. All right, now there are 4. Here we go. 4 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 3 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. Okay, now there are 3. Here we go. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 2 green speckled frogs. Glug, glug. Okay, now there are 2. Here we go. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there was 1 green speckled frog. Glug, glug. Here we go. One last one. 1 green and speckled log sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are no green speckled frogs. Glug, glug. That's 5 green and speckled frogs. Our next book today is a personal favorite of mine. It is Muncha, Muncha, Muncha by Candace Fleming, and I would like to thank Anthem Books for Young Readers for their permission to read it to you today. Muncha, Muncha, Muncha. For years, Mr. McGreenley dreamed of planting a garden. He dreamed of getting his hands dirty, of growing yummy vegetables and gobbling them all up. This spring, spring, said Mr. McGreenly. This spring, by golly, I'm going to plant a garden. So he hoed and he sowed and he watched his garden grow. Lettuce, carrots, peas, tomatoes. Yum, yum, yummy, said Mr. McGreenly. Soon I'll fill my tummy with crisp, fresh vegetables. But one night when the sun went down and the moon came up, 3 hungry bunnies showed up. And they went tippy, tippy, pat, muncha, muncha, muncha on Mr. McGreenly's garden. The next morning when Mr. McGreenly saw his gnarled sprouts, he was angry. So he built a small wire fence all around his vegetable garden. There, he declared, no bunny can get into my garden now. And the sun went down and the moon came up and tippy, tippy, pat, spring hurdle, dash, dash, dash. Muncha, muncha, muncha. The next morning when Mr. McGreenly saw his nibbled leaves and gnarled sprouts, he was really angry. So he built a tall wooden fence behind the small wire fence, all around his vegetable garden. He huffed. Those flop ears will never get over it. No bunny can get into my garden now. And the sun went down and the moon came up. And tippy, tippy, pat, dig, scrabble, scratch, 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 spring, hurdle, dash, dash, dash. Muncha, muncha, muncha. They got under the fence. The next morning when Mr. McGreenly saw his chewed stems, his nibbled leaves, and his gnarled sprouts, he was really, really angry. He made a deep, wet trench outside the tall wooden wall behind the small wire fence all around his vegetable garden. Ha, he snorted. Those pufftails can't get under it. They can't get over it. No bunny will get into my garden now. And the sun went down and the moon came up and tippy, tippy, pat. Dive, paddle, splash, splash, splash. Dig, scrabble, scratch, scratch, scratch. Spring, hurdle, dash, dash, dash. Muncha, muncha, muncha. The next morning when Mr. McGreenly saw his chomped blossoms, his chewed stems, his nibbled leaves, his gnarled sprouts, he was furious. So he hammered and blocked and sewed and stalked and drilled and filled and trapped and locked, and he built an enormous thing all before the deep wet trench, outside the tall wooden wall, behind the small wire fence, all around his garden. I've outsmarted those twitch whiskers for sure, he exclaimed. They can't get through it, they can't get under it, they can't get over it. No bunny, no way, no how can get into my vegetable garden now. And the sun went down and the moon came up and tippy, tippy, stop. 3 hungry bunnies looked and smelled and touched the enormous, huge thing before them and tippy, tippy, pat, 3 little bunnies hopped away. The next morning when Mr. McGreenly saw his untouched vegetables, he was happy. Finally. I beat the bunnies, he whooped, and he did a jiggy wiggly dance. Then he climbed over, jumped across, squeezed between, and crawled under until he reached his vegetable garden. Aha! At last, sighed Mr. McGreenly, smacking his lips. He picked and pulled up lettuce, carrots, peas, tomatoes, and with a basket overflowing, he reached inside for something yummy. But who was in his basket? 3 little bunnies sang muncha, muncha, muncha. And that is, oh, well, at least they're sharing now. That is the end of Muncha, Muncha, Muncha. Well, my friends, I want to thank you for joining me at Preschool Storytime today. Let's warm our hands up to sing Goodbye, Friends. Here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye, friends. All right, my friends, I will see you all next week for more stories at Preschool Storytime. Bye-bye.